Hey guys, Edmund here of Artistic Entertainment, and welcome to another episode of Out of the Box, where we discuss the possibilities in technology and in gaming. And today I want to talk about my top 4 games that I believe should be remade. Let's get into it. So coming in at number 4, we have Altered Beast. Altered Beast was one of my favorite games growing up. I fell in love with the animations. I fell in love with the gameplay style. And I feel like if this game was remade, then this definitely would do justice for those who actually like the game, such as me growing up. So the things that I love about this game is like how when you're playing this game, you start off as like a regular human, but as you gain orbs you have to hit special animals or special creatures or kick them, whichever one you choose to do, and then you receive an orb and then you start powering up. So you go from like being this normal man until this werewolf style creature. So I feel like for fans who like this game as much as I like this game, then I feel like this definitely would do them justice. So like when you change into like from fighting just like a regular human, you may have certain things you can do. You notice like the fists and stuff start to change, but as you morph into this more powerful creature, then you're able to do a whole lot more. So I feel like if this game was like kind of remade and made along the same lines as you see with like games, Devil May Cry 5, for instance. If this game was kind of made like an action RPG similar to that one, I feel like this would be something that fans would definitely appreciate wholeheartedly. So my number 4 kind of goes into my number 3 because I feel like these two blend so well together. If you ask me, they would blend well together if you ask me. So my number 3 is Bloody Roar. And what I would like to see with Altered Beast and Bloody Roar is to have DLC content with characters from Bloody Roar that you can play with the Altered Beast franchise if it's remade. I think this right here will be a win for gamers, and we really would appreciate that. So Bloody Roar, the reason why I said Bloody Roar and Altered Beast is because both of them operate off animalistic style fighting games. You got a chameleon, a guy who can transform into a chameleon. You got Jenny the Bat can transform into like a bat style creature. And I feel like if this was implemented into Altered Beast, it kind of has a perfect blend, if you ask me. So I feel like these two will go hand in hand with one another, and they will make for a great game. And have like Altered Beast come out with that one first, and then have it kind of lead you into the Bloody Roar game, because everyone probably like, oh, I wonder what the actual fighting game is going to be like, since this game is out like this. How is Bloody Roar going to be when it's remade? So I feel like for gamers like me and for other gamers who enjoy this franchise, I think this will be ultimate win for all of us. I look at like how Altered Beast, when you receive the orbs, you power up, turn into this werewolf style creature. And with Bloody Roar, when you start hitting your enemies, you gain enough strength to where you can transform into these animalistic style creatures. And I believe you may be able to do it right off the bat. I can't remember top of my head. I have to sit down and play it once again. But I think you can just automatically do it. But if you hit, then that's it. You transform back into your, if you hit so many times, you transform back into your human form. But I feel like these games implemented together would be phenomenal. And like I say, gamers like me who grew up in this type of era with these games would definitely appreciate it. So now, let's talk about number 2. Number 2 was like really dear to my heart. And my number 2 would be Street Fighter, the EX series, 1 through 3. I enjoy all of them. And I feel like Street Fighter and the EX characters had like a perfect harmony on screen, because the power-ups, everything just flowed so well together. And the game, from the way it looked, the animations, in my opinion, were just over the top, but they were really, really good. And I feel like if this game was actually remade, a lot of us gamers who played this game and fell in love with it would really appreciate this. Have this game to be like on the same graphical level as you see with Street Fighter V. And like I say, the EX characters were just amazing. Garuda is probably one of my favorite ones. Him, Scolio, Volcano Rosso, some of my favorite, and Jack. Oh, Jack is amazing. But those are some of my favorite characters, and I feel like to see like they didn't deviate from the actual Street Fighter fighting style. They gave it like an extra umph. So when you play the game, it's like, wow, this is great, you know. Like how, and I know like you can still combo into like super moves and things like that, but in my opinion, to have that slight pause that it did, or to have like those mechanics to where you go into like this other plane where you can just do all these different style moves and things like that, to me that just set the tempo for a great game. And I feel like if these were brought back, then like I say, it would be very much appreciated, especially on EX3, on Street Fighter EX3 on PlayStation 2, where like when you beat the game, you get to fight these hordes of enemies, which this is kind of a side note. It reminded me of like Dynasty Warriors, but it was like more for a Street Fighter style game, or you know, EX style game. And I feel like if this, you know, seeing that, I feel like if they were to create like an RPG for like Street Fighter, you know, with the EX characters in it, that would be great. That would be great. Are you to have a Street Fighter RPG or EX RPG? That would be great. If they had Street Fighter, because I look at it like Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. You know, Mortal Kombat, they kind of like branched off and did like a little RPG, which was great. I love that game. And I feel like, you know, it's time, Street Fighter, you know, it's time for Street Fighter to do the Capcom, it's time. I feel like it's time. And many others may agree with me, hey, it's time for an RPG, let's do it. And I definitely will be down for it to play that for sure. Looking at, like I say, all the different fighting styles, looking at all the animations, you know, the finishers and things like that. This game, in my opinion, was like a perfect mesh, had great harmony, and it just worked very well together. So, what's my number one? Well, a lot of you guys may say, oh, we already have this, but I'm just going to say it anyway because I think this is something slightly different too from what we currently have. Mortal Kombat. Now, Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3. Now, I know we got Mortal Kombat Ultimate, you know, 11. That's cool, but what I'm thinking about is a lot different. Mortal Kombat with the updated graphics, keep the graphics, you know, the same, updated, but with the same fighting mechanics that they had from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I think if that was created, oh my gosh, many of us gamers would really appreciate it. And I feel like it'll pay homage to how it all started, you know. And me personally, if I created something like that, I will call it something like Mortal Kombat Origins. Taking it all back, you know, going back from where we were to, you know, and, you know, like we have our modern games now, which is fine. The newer games are great. I love Mortal Kombat. It's a great franchise, but I just want something that kind of caters to how it was when I was growing up, you know, to have those same fighting mechanics, the same brutalities, same animalities, you know, Kano, how you see Kano, same costumes, but on a more modernized platform. Have those same characters, those same costumes, more modernized looking like you see on Mortal Kombat 11, but the same fighting styles. And because I see people playing Mugen Mortal Kombat, and still to this day I play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and I feel like, you know, seeing gamers play that definitely, to me, indicates like that we would really appreciate if we had something that was more modern looking, but a retro fighting style. So these are my top 4 games that I would love to see remade. What do you guys think about it? Is there anything in this list that you really enjoyed? Anything in this list that, you know, you would like to see as well? But like I say, my number one, Mortal Kombat. Give me that fighting style, that retro fighting style mechanic, updated graphics. I'm all set. So Altered Beast, number 4, Bloody Roar, number 3, Street Fighter EX series, number 2, and number 1, a modern Mortal Kombat game with the old school retro fighting style. So these are my top 4. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Eplin. This has been another episode of Out of the Box. Until next time, guys, I'm out.